So there's this thing a lot of YouTubers have been getting hit with, and it's called the invalid traffic bug or glitch. Recently, I got hit with it too, and so I wanted to make a video talking about it and explaining what it is and what happens to your channel when you get hit with it. So first, let's talk about the term invalid traffic. If you Google this term, you'll find a few examples on Google about what invalid traffic is. So I'll just read them out for you. Automated or incentivized traffic from third parties, including traffic boosting services and others claiming to be legitimate ad networks, among others. So basically, if you're using view bots, if you're subscribing to services that give you fake views, that is invalid traffic. That makes sense. Friends or contacts letting playlists of your videos run all day long, resulting in a boost in ad traffic due to ads playing on those videos. So if you tell your friends or your subscribers to run playlists of your videos all day long on their phones, that would give you a boost in ad revenue because it would keep showing them ads while they're not even looking at their phones. So that's another example of invalid traffic. And the third one is announcing to your viewers that they should watch or click through ads on certain videos, which will boost your ad revenue. That's another example of invalid traffic. Obviously, these are just examples, so that means there are way more ways in which you can generate invalid traffic. These were just 3 examples to kind of give you an idea of what invalid traffic is. And then they talk about how invalid traffic affects your earnings. They say that you might see a drop in views and earnings. I haven't seen a drop in views, but I've definitely seen a huge drop in earnings. Fewer ads on your channel, that's definitely happened. So because they detected invalid traffic on my channel, they're showing fewer ads because of that. Adjustments to your AdSense account, that hasn't happened yet to me, so my earnings haven't been deducted or anything, but they've definitely dropped since August 8th. And delays in payment, that also hasn't happened to me yet. Then they have some tips to prevent invalid traffic on your channel. The first one is to avoid services that increase your views, likes, and subscriptions, because that could be artificial traffic and not real human beings. I don't do this, so it's kind of useless for me. The second tip is don't click ads on your own videos, which again, I do not do, so it's really not helpful. And the third one is don't encourage to click ads to help you earn more, which is also something I do not do. So these tips are basically of no use to most people that have been affected with this invalid traffic bug, because most of these people aren't doing any of these 3 things. So that's what invalid traffic is. Now let's see how it affects channels. So the way it affects channels is 2 things happen. First, YouTube decides that it's going to show fewer ads on your channel. Now, in case you're wondering, the way YouTubers get paid is by the number of ads shown to their viewers. So let's take an example here. Let's say you have a channel that gets 20,000 views a day. And let's say YouTube decides to show ads on 50% of the videos. So your viewers get to see about 10,000 ads per day. Now, another thing that determines how much you're going to get paid is something called the CPM. So the CPM is the amount that advertisers are willing to pay for people to view their ads. Different types of ads usually have different CPMs. So for example, the finance niche is one of the niches that has the highest CPMs, because a lot of their ads are get-rich-quick courses, and a lot of people want to get rich quick, so they're willing to pay tons of money to get these courses, and that's why the advertisers are willing to spend tons of money to get people to send them money to buy these courses. Another decent niche is the gaming niche, because you have games like Mafia City that get its players to spend tens of thousands of dollars on the game, and they make a ton of money from players, so they're also willing to spend a ton of money on advertising. So these niches usually have high CPMs, but then there are other niches that have lower CPMs. So let's say your channel has a CPM of about $20, which means your channel is making $20 per 1,000 views. So your viewers are being shown 10,000 ads per day, and the ads are making you $20 per 1,000 views. So that is, you're making about $200 a day. However, you're not going to get the entire $200 because YouTube takes 45% of that. So what you end up getting is only 55% of it, which is $110. Now let's say you get hit with this invalid traffic glitch. What's going to happen overnight is the views are still going to remain the same. So you're still going to get 20,000 views a day. However, now YouTube is going to show ads on fewer of your videos. So instead of showing ads on 50% of your videos, now it's only going to show ads on about 20% of your videos. So instead of your viewers seeing 10,000 ads like before, they'll now only see 4,000 ads per day. Also, the quality of the ads shown on your videos is going to go down. So the CPM of your ads, let's say, goes down from $20 to $10, which means now you're only making $10 per 1,000 ad views. And obviously you only get 55% of that, which means now you're making $22 a day. So you went from making $110 a day, or $3,000 a month, to $22 a day, or $600 a month. So this is how a lot of channels have been affected, and they've lost like 70 to 90% of their revenue. For me, it's been about 80%. Now, these numbers that I used in the video are not my channel numbers. I just use them to illustrate what happens when you get hit with the invalid traffic glitch. Basically, YouTube shows fewer ads on your videos, and they also show lower quality ads, which leads to a huge decline in your revenue. And my channel got hit with this invalid traffic glitch on August 8th. Today is the 11th of September, and my earnings are still down 80%. They've been down 80% since August 8th, and basically nothing's changed since then. Now, the only thing you can do after you get hit with something like this is you can contact creator support and ask them for help. However, they really haven't been that helpful. The only thing that they really did was provide me with basic information that's already available on Google. So earlier I showed you the definition of invalid traffic and the tips that you can use to prevent invalid traffic. They basically shared all of that info with me, which I had already found by doing a simple Google search. Other than that, they couldn't provide me with any extra information. I'd asked them to tell me which videos were getting this invalid traffic and where this invalid traffic was coming from, and they basically told me, well, I'm sorry, we don't have access to that data, so we really cannot help you with that. So creator support has pretty much been useless. Now, in case you're wondering why I created my second channel a few weeks ago, this is the exact reason why I did that. It's because my main channel got hit with the invalid traffic glitch, and from what I read online, people have been creating new channels to get rid of this invalid traffic glitch, but it really doesn't seem like a good strategy because the new channels that they create usually get hit with this exact same glitch within 2 or 3 days of them getting monetized.
So they email somebody else who emails somebody else who emails somebody else, and then they just told Zane faster than he might normally receive the news, no, we can't help you at all. And so I said, fuck it. I don't need YouTube to help us. You have a channel with 42K subscribers. I will make a video and then shout you out, and we will make one together that gets you more views, and we start a channel from scratch, which is exactly what we did. And it got 300K views. And he has a brand new channel now with almost 30,000 subscribers that was monetized, and he was able to make money off that video for 3 days. 3 days, and then YouTube tagged him and the AdSense team tagged him for the same issue of invalid traffic. And now this channel is also demonetized. And the only thing they shared, these channels shared at all, was just the name. He tried to use different email, different everything he possibly could, but they're just tracking him down, I suppose.
And in case you're wondering, my second channel is probably going to take about 5 months to get monetized. So getting hit with the invalid traffic glitch on that channel immediately would suck. So the reason I'm making this video is to spread awareness about this issue because a lot of channels have been facing this problem recently. If you Google partnered YouTube subreddit, and then go to their subreddit and search the term invalid traffic, you'll see a huge amount of posts about this topic in the past few days. In fact, if you sort these posts by newest first and scroll right to the bottom, you'll notice that 7 years ago there was only one post about invalid traffic. After that there was one 4 years ago. Then 3 years ago we had about 4 posts about invalid traffic. However, if you look at this year, especially since 9 months ago, there have been more than 40 posts in this subreddit. So this is definitely not normal. And in the last few days, there's been a post almost every single day about this invalid traffic bug. You can also go to Twitter and search the term invalid traffic. And if you sort by the latest posts, you'll notice that there are multiple tweets about the invalid traffic bug almost every single hour. So it's safe to say that there are many creators who are facing this problem. And YouTube has basically said that this is not a bug and they found nothing wrong with the invalid traffic detection system. So I don't think anything's going to happen in the near future, which probably means that this isn't going to be fixed anytime soon. So I wanted to make this video to bring more awareness to this issue. In fact, if you watch my channel, you probably also watch KSV's channel. And his channel also got hit with the invalid traffic bug. It happened since August 25th for him. His earnings have also gone down significantly since then. So this is definitely an issue that a lot of channels have been facing. And yeah, I just wanted to bring more attention to it. Please like the video so that it gets recommended to more and more people so that more people become aware of this problem. I'll also leave some links to some of the videos that other YouTube creators have made about this topic in the description below, so feel free to check that out. You can also go to Reddit or Twitter and read some tweets or posts there to find out more information about this if you're interested. So before I end this video, I want to say a huge thank you to my patrons for the support. Your support means a lot to me, especially now that I'm making almost nothing off of YouTube. So thank you for your support, and thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.